Hello and welcome back to London. My name is Beast. Today we're back with IxSHE. You may be wondering why I'm already in game. You may also be wondering why have all the hard points already been allocated. Well, the comment section spoke, and Ayaka won. So that's I'll literally just be skipping through the game in its entirety, just giving all the hearts to Ayaka, and then choosing Ayaka's event at the end for each of these. If you'll... The thing is, like, I know Ayaka won. I'm not sure who second place was. I think it was Yui with Shiori close behind. Don't quote me on that though. I'm not entirely sure. But yeah, it's not like I need to be entirely sure. I could check though, hold on. Just, boop. Should open up a new one. Yeah, hold on. Over here. YouTube. Ah, there we go. That's the first one. Also, to the person who said Beidou sucks in the comments, I will destroy your entire bloodline. Let's see, YouTube Studio. Hold on, just noticed that the cam isn't entirely all the way down. There you go, we go to the comment section here. We have 1 Ayaka, 2 Ayaka, 3 Ayaka, 4 Ayaka, 5 Ayaka. Hold on, I need to start counting again from the start. So, okay. We have 1 Yui, 1 Ayaka, 2 Ayaka, 3 Ayaka, 1 Shiuri, by the way, so 1 Yui, 1 Shiuri, 3 Ayaka, 4 Ayaka, 2 Shiuri, 5 Ayaka, 6 Ayaka, 7 Ayaka. So yeah, actually it's 1 Yui, 2 Shiuri, and a lot more Ayaka. So I've already forgotten the number of Ayaka. I just know it was more. So we'll be going for Ayaka first. When walking back inside the cafe, Yuki rushes over to me with a curious expression on her face. Oh, I almost forgot. Booze. Also fresh out of the shower, so my ear might be itching again. I still have no idea why my ear itches whenever I'm done showering. It's really bizarre. Nah, I didn't. Gotta get cold feet now. Hold on. She strikes a pose, pointing a finger at me with a smile brimming with confidence. Glad Yuki knows how to take a hint. I was too damn nervous to say anything. Yep, how'd you know?
実はさっきのオムライスにそういう呪いかけといたから。
Got a spell
お
on it?
腹が痛くなってお手洗い借りに来る呪い。
That's a curse! Gee, no wonder I came back.
お姉ちゃん、早く行かないと遅くなっちゃうよ。それとも私が代わりに行こうか？ごめんごめん。すぐ行ってくるから。
After hearing her sister's affirmation, Mocha smiles and bows before quickly wandering off into the back area. I'm always impressed with how mannerly and mature she is. Alright, I forgot you had something planned afterwards.
ちょっと買い出しにね。
She was busy taking to customers while we ate, so I have a pretty good idea of what she's going shopping for. Probably shouldn't bother you then.
ああ、ちょっと待って。買い出しって言っても、夕飯の方だから。
For you and your family?
そうそう。だから、ゆっくりはできないけど、少しくらいなら大丈夫。
We decided to leave the cafe together and talk along the way.
というか、二宮くん？私は勝手に会いに来てくれたんだと思ってるけど、本当にそれでよかった？
No, you were right. I just wanted to talk to you a bit more.
そういうことを言うと、本気で喜んじゃうわ。
Like, Yuka's personality is something everybody would hate, but she somehow owns it. Like her big defining thing of, I'm a perfect, beautiful girl and I know it. Like, that would be so annoying on some characters, but for some reason it just fits here. Like, she has the she doesn't feel overconfident. She does not think of herself as better than others. Like, she has achievements to back up her confidence. Yet she doesn't seem to let it go to her head too much. It's a relief to hear her admit that. I was worried you'd just think of me as a nuisance. Where are you headed, by the way?
私はビッグパ。だから、二宮くんとは途中までになっちゃうけど。
Victorian Palace, or VIX for short. It's a large shopping mall packed with people virtually every single day. Their food stores are also nothing to scoff at. That's fine. I'm just glad we got to talk more.
ならよかった。
Talk some.
あ、ちなみに、手をつなぐのはあり？
Say what?
だってこれ、デートみたいなものでしょ？
Wow, talk about a dream come true. I appreciate the offer. I would absolutely love to hold hands with you. However, I've spotted a number of students from Kensikan as we've been walking. As Student Council President, I should probably shy away from any conduct that would invite misunderstanding.
あらら、残念。
I don't want to repeat at this morning's chaos since I've received all these confessions. It's only proper that I keep my desires in check. Regrettably, I'll have to turn down her offer.
じゃあ、腕組んで歩こう。
How do you manage to put a positive spin on every situation?
ふふん、それが私のポリシーなのだ。
Honestly, this is nice after the last 2 days of straight depression. Fucking World Star and all that. Man, I just love her smile. Too adorable. Hold on. Might just end up seriously falling for her if I'm not careful.
だいたい、私はみんなから注目される存在よ。なのに、自分が笑顔じゃなきゃ、みんなを笑顔にすることなんてできないでしょ？
That's true.
つまりそれが、二宮くんも知ってる結城彩香ってわけ。
Not only is she cute, she also possesses an unshakable self-confidence. All those qualities are what make her so charming. だー。
おー、なるほど、なるほど、なるほど。むふふ。
会長は結城先輩を選んだんですね。
Why'd someone have to show up now of all times? Senpai, let's go!
二宮くん
The events of this morning still fresh in my mind. I quickly grab Rand and flee the
で、
scene.
会長なんで逃げるんですか
We slip away into the shopping district's crowd, paying no heed to the shouts behind us. Did we lose her? I craned my neck, but catch no sight of the girl in question. Sorry for dragging you into the senpai.
私はいいんだけど、あの子、初めから追ってきてなかったよ。
Huh? What are you... Oh, that's right. Those girls had joined forces with the Kensakan security service. So there was never any need for me to be afraid of her. Great, now I feel awful. She should have bolted off like that.
まあ、今朝はいろいろあったし、二宮くんの気持ちもわからなくないから。
Like, that was just a panic response.
とりあえず、びっくりさせたことを謝ってあげればいいんじゃない？
Yeah, I
そ
won't.
れはそうと。って、繋いでくれたね。
Ah! My mind was too preoccupied with our escape to realize that our hands had become interlinked. Is there any point in letting go now? I mean, we're already holding hands. Maybe we should just stay like this. At least, the very least. Yes, at the very least. Until we pass to the shopping district. I don't know if Yuki is okay with that, though. I don't see any aversion in her expression. This kind of makes it feel like we're an actual couple, don't you think? Her face turns beet red the moment the word couple comes out of my mouth. She's so embarrassed!
どうして？ここ、二宮くんが恥ずかしがるところでしょ？
Says who? He seems genuinely flustered, though, so I let go of her hand for now. And I got to hold hands with girls I've had a crush on for ages. In that sense, this was a very memorable experience.
それじゃあ私、そろそろ行かなきゃ。遅くなったら、またモカちゃんに怒られちゃうし。
Right. I feel a tad disappointed, but I can't hold her up any longer.
それじゃ、またね。
I was wondering why she kept her back turned towards me after I let go of her hand. She was just too embarrassed to let me see her face. That wasn't that cute. Oh, I'd love to have seen her blushing face. I got to hold hands with my crush, so that should be enough. Basking in the lingering joy, I head back towards the dorm. I can speed all these processes up a bit. You know the rules, and so do I. Skip! Anything I wanted to talk about? I think I remembered there being something I wanted to talk about. Oh yeah, right, the event that started today. The elemental thing. Still have yet to do it. Also, I still have to do the wolf again. Because it refreshed like I think this morning or something. So I can do the wolf trial again. Which, by the way, fuck that boss. I do not like that boss. That boss is annoying. Especially since, like, I'll be honest, in the first phase, it feels like you basically have to use a ranged character. Otherwise, you're just fucked. Like, the only reason... I can actually deal with it using Beidou. Because Beidou is an amazing character, and... She literally has a counter... She literally has a parry. Like, her E is a parry, and that is amazing. Like, she takes... highly reduced damage... And counters, like, I think with 3,000 damage in one hit at this point. It's fucking amazing, is what I'm trying to say. But yeah, that's the only way I can just, go up in that fucking wolf's face. Otherwise, just grab a fucking ranged character and hope and pray. And then, when the second phase runs around, just... Honest to God, it's the strategy you use for every Dark Souls boss. hug the butt. Anyways, I want to chat with Yuki a little longer. That one. That one. With that in mind, I offered to walk her back to town as my way of thanking her for coming up with the handshake event idea. She seemed taken aback for a moment, but quickly threw up a smile and accepted my offer. That's a weird way of phrasing that. That's all well and good. That's all well and good, but
大丈夫よ。私はミス検正官、最強無敵、長小無敗。誰もが認めるパーフェクトに可愛い美少女なんだから、この私が臆することなんて。
先輩。
さあ、どこからでもかかってきなさい。私の可愛さで一発ノックアウトよ。
She really doesn't seem to be okay. I won't deny that it's cute, though. Sorry for offering to walk you home so suddenly. I didn't mean to put you on the spot.
いや、そんなことないけど。
She glances over at me, but looks away the very second our eyes meet. She's probably still embarrassed about earlier. It was definitely a very Yuki Ayaka-esque stunt to pull, and it goes without saying that it was embarrassing for me too. But if I don't do something about this, I'll end up wasting this opportunity. I'll be honest with you for a moment.
何?
I was really surprised when you kissed me. In fact, my head went blank for a second when it happened. But I was really happy too, you know? After all, you're a school idol that everyone, me included, has adored for years. There's no way I wouldn't appreciate something like that.
あなた、正直言って、そんなストレートすぎでしょ?
Naturally, I'm also half in this belief that I'm actually saying these things with a straight face. I know, so I won't blame you if you feel a little too awkward. A little awkward around me right now. But at the end of the day, it was a positive experience for the both of us. So what do you say we laugh it off for now? There's a personal request from me to you.
ごめんなさい。
After finally calming down, she hangs her head in apology. Please, there's no need for that. I said let's laugh it off. It'll make me feel better too.
ダメよ。原因を作ったのは私なんだから。けじめはけじめ。
Fuck. It might be rude for me to say this, but even though she comes off as fairly egotistical, I know that she actually places great importance on her relationships with others. The same thing could be said of her policy as Miss Kensikan that she told me about this morning. Alright, I accept your apology. It's all water under the bridge now.
ありがとう。でも、なんか意外。二宮くんって案外大人なところあるのね。
You think I do?
そうよ。わざわざあそこでお願いって言ったのは私に気を使わせないためでしょ?
But the fact that she realized that means she did means that she did anyways. If I was a better man, I would have found an eloquent, less pompous way to say it. You're giving me too much credit. I just wanted that kiss to be a good memory and not a bad one.
ならもっと上手い嘘のつき方覚えないとね。こう見えて私、人を見る目には自信あるから。
She has mentioned that before, yes. I'll keep that in mind. Though we're only a year apart in age, she'll always be ahead of me in that department. That said, I can't force her to take the lead all the time.
でも私としては、ちょっと不満なのよね。
It doesn't sound very teensy.
そこは忖度ってことで。
No, I actually have no idea what you mean. I don't know what was the issue, but what she has an issue with, much less why.
まあ、とりあえず、二宮くんが笑って流そうって言ってくれたことには、感謝してるよ。おかげで、 ちょっとは自然に話せるようになったし。
That's good.
問題はそこなのだよ、二宮くん。
I seem to recall hearing that line from somewhere before. Apparently she's about to reveal some grand deduction.
確かに嬉しかったって言ってくれた二宮くんの言葉に嘘はなかったと思う。でもさ、その割には随分冷静じゃない？
Blasé, you say?
本当に嬉しいと思ってるのかなってくらいにはね。というかもっと、どうしよう、結城先輩にキスされちゃったよ。恥ずかしくてもう顔も見られないとかならない？
Yeah, I might say something like that if I had no self-control whatsoever. But just the thought of it is enough to make me cringe. For a man to be squirming in embarrassment, that would just be plain uncomfortable for everyone involved. I'm just trying to play it cool, don't worry about too much about it.
違うの！プライドの問題よ。我慢してるって？だったら、その我慢ってガードの上からぶちかますまでよ。
Excuse me?
私に憧れてる男子をメロメロにできないなんて、ミス牽制官としても、女としても、由々しき事態だわ。
Really is prideful about these things. Just challenge her. I'll be trying to play it cool from now on with you. So, if you can actually make me flustered, I suppose I'll choose you. I broke it. Ah, I fixed it. I mean, not quite yet. Now I broke it. There we go. Fixed it. Broke it, fixed it, broke it, fixed it, broke it, fixed it. By God, I can't decide anymore, it seems. I'm gonna beat the shit out of someone with a gun. Just fucking pistol whip. I only did a pistol whip, no. What? Oh, this time this one fell out, and it broke more. I think this one is ripe for the garbage heap at this point. For the trash heap, I mean. And the feather is gone as well. Great. Yep, this one is officially fucked. I can no longer use this one. I'm just like, nah. So that one's dead. Looks like I'll be trying to get a new one. Anyways, he really is prideful about these
だ
things.
から二宮くん、今から君を意地でもドキドキさせてやるんだから、覚悟してね。
I'm not sure I like the sound of that, but okay. What exactly is she planning to do?
二宮くん、
Yes. I mean, I could just straight up say, like, if somebody, like, no, I'm not gonna do that. I'm not gonna do that. My bag reflexively stiffens at the seriousness of her tone.
目を閉じてください。
What?
いいから、早く。
For her urging, I reluctantly close my
私がいい
eyes.
って言うまで、絶対目開けちゃダメだからね。それじゃあ、行くよ。
Oh my god, my pulse is already beginning to skyrocket. Squish. Quite a squishing sensation. Some smooth presses against my lips. What is this?
まだいいよって言ってないのに。
My eyes reflexively open to find Yuki's touching my lips. Your finger?
そうだけど。なーに？期待しちゃった？
No, that's not alright.
照れない。ドキドキさせるって宣言したでしょ？
Most definitely did.
まあでも、本当のファーストキスを奪いたかったら、ちゃんと私を選んでね。そしたら、キスなんて、いくらでもさせてあげるんだから。
That's bad. She's so cute that I might actually be unable to look at her in the face.
なんか言ってよ。私だって恥ずかしいんだから。
Her face turns bright red like mine, and the expression she's making causes my heart to skip several more beats. For a short while thereafter, the two of us simply stood together in awkward silence.
二宮君、山吹さん、話の場を設けてもらえたこと感謝する。
Skip! Yeah, I'll be back with you once the skip finishes. There we go! I didn't realize that I actually did press it properly. So, Ayaka! The streets are mostly empty by the time I got walking Yuki and Kozuka back to the mainland. Kozuka had opted to take a taxi the rest of the way, however, so I ended up walking Yuki home by myself. Thanks for setting all that up. I think everyone was able to have a ton of fun thanks to you being there.
私だってデートはできなかったけど、結局二宮くんと一緒に過ごせたし。ウィンウィンってやつよ。
Makes me happier all over again to know just how much you want to spend time with me. But what about all that food you brought? Alba was stuffing her face like a pig. How much did it all cost?
ほら。
Ouch! She lightly pokes my forehead, but it doesn't actually
せっ
hurt.
かくいい雰囲気なのに、二人っきりでお金の話とか普通する？
Well, when it comes to lending and borrowing money, who lends and who borrows is what decides who has control in the relationship. But since you confessed to me and all, I'd like us to be on equal terms when it comes to these sorts of things. At least as much as possible, without making things too complicated.
そう。心がけとしてはいいんじゃない？それだけ真剣に考えてくれてるって分かったし。
Even in this dimly lit area, I can tell that she's blushing bright red. Someone expected it to happen, but still it's a relief to know that I'm not the only one who gets embarrassed at the mention of the confession. Anyway, even if you don't want me to pay you back, I still want to do something.
Stop.
She places a finger on my lips, cutting off my
気持
words.
ちはちゃんと受け取ったよ。でも、二宮くんもいい男になるなら、おごられ方も覚えなきゃダメ。
Oh.
うん。だって、こっちは喜んで欲しくてしたことなのに、その場で返されたら。確かに、一度は喜んでくれたかもしれないけど、それってきっと、悪いなって気持ちが前に来たからだよね。
Yeah, to an extent. We're only a year apart in age, but she seems to have a much more mature mindset than I do. Maybe it's something to do with all those adults she talks to at her job at the cafe.
はーい、それじゃここで問題。この場合、私は二宮くんに、1、ただ喜んで欲しいだけ。2、お返しをして欲しい。さあ、どっち？これで外したら怒っちゃうよね。
Option 1, of course. That's the only thing it can be.
はーい、ブブー。
What? Doesn't that contradict everything she just
ま
said?
ったく、頭固いよ。
That wasn't a trick question, was it?
違うって。だって、好きな人にお返しがしたいなんて言われたらさ、普通、期待しちゃうじゃん。
Naturally, I know she wouldn't have asked that question just to trip me up. But the cute childish way she's teasing me about it is just too much.
おっと、先にお礼がしたいって言ったのは、二宮くんだからね。言ったからには、責任取ってもらわないと。
Don't worry, my memory isn't that bad. Hold on. Ah, fuck. That made the gun fall down. And a sheet of paper. Don't have my jack with me down here, so this will have to work. I'm not doing this. I'm doing this right now because I can feel my chest starting to hurt again, and that can be helped if I just warm up a bit to loosen up muscle. Since that is actually one of the reasons why my chest starts hurting, just the muscles start tensing up a bit too much. That can overall happen with stress and all that. And I am very weak to stress, so yeah. I'm sure she won't ask me to do anything unreasonable.
それじゃあ、
You're not gonna ask me to do something embarrassing, are you?
別に照れてないし。
Why's she trying to fool me? Go and tell me what you want. I won't judge you. I'm a man of my word, so I'll do it, whatever it is. Upon hearing that, she turns her back towards me.
でも、ほんと大したことじゃないんだよ。ただなんか、想像するだけでも、不思議な感じがして。ほら、私たち、学年も違うでしょ？でもさ、たまに思うんだよね。私も、しおりちゃんたちみたいに、二宮くんと同じ学年だったら、同じクラスだったら、教科書を見せてもらったり、授業中手紙交換して怒られたりしたのかなとかさ。
Yuki was my
なん
classmate.
て、女の子っぽすぎて変かな。
I don't think there's anything weird about it. I've actually had that exact same thought. Really, it seems like we'd have a ton of fun.
ほんと？
Sure, I have no reason to lie about something like that. So anyways, is that what you want me to do?
ああ、ね、お願いっていうのは、一度でいいから、私のこと、呼び捨てで呼んでみてくれない？
So, Ayaka then? But the moment I say it, she flips back around, blushing furiously.
呼び捨てって、名字の方だってば、クラスメートだって名前で呼ばないでしょ？
Right, sorry. I jumped the gun a little there. Talk about embarrassing. Alright, Yuki?
ちょっとぎこちないけど、合格かな？二宮くんのお返し、確かに受け取ったよ。
Is that really all you wanted?
私がいいって言ってるんだからいいの。さーてと、お返しもしてもらったし、うちまで来てもらったら帰りも遅くなっちゃうだろうし、もうここでいいよ。送ってくれてありがとね。
Her home isn't too far off, but I don't want to be too insistent. Alright, good night then, Yuki.
おやすみ、二宮くん。
She begins to walk away, turning to look back around several times as she waves happily. After waving back for a while, I turn around and head back to the dorm.
団結を深めましょう。
Oh boy, it's that. Skip. See you after the skip's done. Alright, we done with the skipping. Good time. It's been getting a lot colder lately. It's almost a month. It's been almost a month since the girls confessed to me. I've been thinking about my answer for a good long while now, so I decided a bit of fresh nighttime air might help reinvigorate my tired brain. What's she doing out there? I thought that was you I saw, senpai. Called out in a soft whisper as to not surprise her, but she swings around with an expression of astonishment nonetheless.
二宮くんどうしたの夜中だよ。
I was opening my window for the mirror when I saw you standing outside. What about you, though? What are you doing out here? Feeling homesick?
バカ。
Though the island is as safe as can be, there aren't that many lights around, making it somewhat easy to stumble and get hurt at night.
二宮くんも最初のうちはどっか遠慮があったのにさ。なんか、だんだん言うようになったよね。
Really? Sorry, I didn't mean to.
いいよ。だって、それだけ距離は近づいてるってことでしょ
Well, I suppose you could look at that. You could look at it that way. The truth is, the Miss Kensikan I had a crush on had always seemed so far out of my league. But now I feel like she's someone I can actually talk to face to face. Not as Miss Kensikan, but as Yuki Ayaka. Still don't think you've told me. What were you doing out
ホ
here?
ームシック。だから二宮くん、私をギュッてして慰めて。
Oh! She leaps into my chest before I even have a chance to respond, blissfully nuzzling her cheek against me. Jeez, her skin's really gotten cold from standing out here. Even if I wanted to push her away, I wouldn't be able to bring myself to. You're not really feeling homesick, are you?
さあ、それはどうかな。二宮くんに言われて、あ、私ホームシックだって気づいたのかもよ。
I don't bite.
じゃあ二宮くんは嫌？パーフェクトに可愛いこの私がこうして抱きついてるのに。
She pouts, tracing a circle on my chest using her finger to tickle me. Well, I like it, sure, but that's not the problem.
はっきりしないの。普通だったらどんなに頼まれたってこんなことしないんだよ。
Also, I was asked for the last characters to do the whole making them confess again. I feel like this would be wrong for most of the characters, except for one. I feel it would be somewhat natural for Shiori, actually for like maybe two. I feel it would I personally feel like it would be somewhat more natural for Shiori or Kasumi. Like, I feel like they would go for it.
それとも、やっぱり胸が当たらないと喜んでもらえない？
Come on, don't accuse me of being some kind of boob enthusiast.
ちゃんと知ってるんだからね。ま、安い女って見られたくないし、そう簡単には当ててあげないけど。
Well, she doesn't look genuinely repulsed, which is a good thing. Lately, I feel like Yuki's gotten a lot more comfortable around me too, in a good way. Plus, I don't know if it's just my personality, but I kinda enjoy being teased by her like this. It also feels a bit strange, though, seeing this sweet older sister-like side of her. Alright, fine. I'll head back inside.
待って。せっかくだからもうちょっと。
Aren't you cold?
私は全然平気。むしろ、今だって散歩して戻ってきたとこなんだから。
You went out on a stroll.
バレちゃった。
She flashes me a wide smile, sticking out her tongue sheepishly. It's not exactly against the rules, but a stroll. At this hour.
だって、二宮くんがすぐ近くで寝てるって思ったら、ドキドキして眠れなくて。
She was thinking about me as much as I was thinking about her. Kinda makes me happy knowing that we were both being kept awake by the same
それ
thought.
でなんとなく窓から外を眺めて、青春してたの。そしたら、やっぱり昼間の景色とは全然違くて、ほら私、実家から通ってるでしょ？だから、夜の学園がどんな感じなのか興味あったし、卒業する前に探検してみようって思ったの。
So that's why she went on a nighttime stroll, huh? You're pretty brave, I'll give you that. But just scared at all? Even I wouldn't want to venture out I wouldn't want to venture onto our campus alone at night.
お化け怖いとか言ってた方が可愛げあるならそうするけど。
That's fine. That wouldn't really be like you.
でしょう。って待って。なんかバカにされなかった？
Shake my head
私
profusely.
これでもお姉ちゃんだからね。モカちゃんってしっかりしてるけど、意外と怖がりなとこあるし、だから昔から暗いとこってそんな苦手じゃないの。
That sounds more like something you would say.
あ、うまくまとめたな。
She'd seen right through me in an instant. But I wasn't lying
とい
either.
うか、ほんとごまかすのうまくなったよね。
Have I?
さっきだって私、二宮くんを思って眠れないって言ったんだよ。なのに二宮くん、なんかニヤニヤしてスルーしてたし。それに、さっきから色々試してるのに、なんかドキドキしてるの、こっちだけって気がするんだよね。
That's not true. When you said that earlier, I didn't really say anything because, well, I was guilty of the same thing. Even if she was just teasing me, I'd be lying if I said those words had no effect on my heart,
だ
right?
からこっちも、二宮くんをドキッとさせるまでは、中に入らないの。
You really want to catch a cold, though? You can't afford to miss out on your last Halloween party,
じゃ
senpai.
あ、早くドキッとして。
Act like there's some competition. But in all honesty, being able to casually chat with her like I am now, feels so much like a dream come true to me that my pulse has been skyrocketing this entire
仕
time.
方ないなぁ。
Senpai, what are you?
ドキドキできるように、手伝ってあげる。
She wraps her arms around my neck, gazing into my
この
eyes.
状況でわからないほど鈍くないよね。
Should I really let myself get caught up in the moment and kiss her? She does seem quite eager, but still. No, I can't. Just before our lips are about to meet, I quickly turn my face away from hers. Okay, let's try that again. Senpai's lips. She's already kissed me on the cheek once before. So I'm able to keenly recall the warmth and softness of her lips. But right now...
ここまで。
My arms are already halfway extended towards... Let's try it again. Let's actually just immediately do that.
ここまで。
I fucked up. There. Back here.
この状況。
Wait! Flustered, I put my hands on her shoulder and pushed her away. That's taking things a little too far.
そこまでって？
Well, you know, you're about to... Boring.
この状況。
Okay, so there are, like, several phases, basically. There's waiting till the end, immediately going for it, and, like, medium. Come on. So, like, right before the end, then. Okay, so, there literally is no difference.
はい、ここまで。どう？ドキドキした？
I don't really know, to be honest. All I could think about was what would have happened if I hadn't done anything and kept going.
やだなぁ。いくら私だって本当にしたりしないって。私だって一応夢見る女の子だもん。ファーストキスは好きな人からしてほしいから。
Thinking about it rationally, there's no way Yuki would actually kiss me like that. Truth be told, she's actually surprisingly
で
shy.
もほんとごめんね。途中から二宮くんも意識してるの分かって、つい悪乗りしちゃった。
No, I shall apologize for making you and the other girls wait so long. If I've been making you worry, She interrupts by placing a finger on my lips.
許す。いや許すっていうのも変だけど、真剣に考えてくれてるのも分かってるから、納得がいくまで考えてみて。
Yuki. Thank you. Huh?
目的を果たしたら、急に肌寒くなってきちゃった。
Try not to catch cold, alright?
わかってるって。それじゃあ私、部屋に戻るね。
Good. Get yourself a warm bed as soon as you can.
ありがとう。おやすみ。
She quietly opens the front door and disappears inside the dorm. Feeling a bit warmed up myself, however, I spent a few more minutes outside to cool my head before following her inside. There should have basically been an option of to just, upon her saying that she'll only go inside once he gets embarrassed, to just like take off the jacket and just put it around her. Along with that, and then going back inside. Or something like that. Anyways. See you after the skip. Alrighty then, let's text Yuki. I have nothing to regret, as the ends have decided. But if I'm finally going to confess, I shouldn't be in front of this sea of people. I doubt she'd feel very comfortable. And even if I were to simply invite her to the dance, she'd still end up getting mobbed by the crowd. I prefer to avoid that if possible. I'm sure everyone would like to congratulate her. This is literally the same lines as they were for Yoshino. I messaged Yuki and she instructed me to meet her here in the third year's classroom. Man, it's so quiet. The surrounding classrooms lay dark and deserted, all the students having already left for the cafeteria. There isn't a single sound to be heard. Is she really here? Alright, there's the place. Yuki, it's me. Are you in there?
どうぞ。
I can just make out her dim figure standing near the windowsill, staring out into the school grounds. Onto the school grounds. Alright? Tell me you've been here this whole
ずっ
time.
とってほどじゃないけど、30分くらい前かな。
That's still pretty long.
なんかね、みんな思い出作りがしたいんだって。
Can pretty easily guess what she means. Invitations to the dance.
そう。誘ってくれるのはもちろん嬉しいんだけど。ただ、ずっと断ってたら、だんだん申し訳なくなってきちゃって。で、それ以上お誘いを受けないように、ここに隠れてたってわけ。
I've had to deal with a number of similar invitations today myself, so I can understand where she's coming from. I'm glad you said no to them, though. Oh, no, I wasn't trying to be rude. I'm way too nervous. There's no point in getting cold feet now. She knows why I'm here. So, I guess it's about time I give you my answer. You listen to me?
Hi.
She sits down on top of her desk, hugging her knees to her chest, looking far from the usual confident Ayaka that everyone knows and loves. I can only imagine how anxious she must be. First, let me say thank you. This CG is actually really adorable.
俺
For confessing to me. You have no idea how happy it made me feel to hear that someone I'd always had eyes for had feelings for me. And I'm also thanking you for the countless days you've spent waiting for my answer. I know I've kept you anxious ever since your confession, not to mention the other girls. But none of you ever breathed a word of complaint. So from the bottom of my heart, thank you.
いいよ。それだけ真剣に考えてくれてたんでしょ
Yes, I was. I mulled over my answer time and time again. Finally, I think I've managed to piece my feelings together.
そう。
Her eyes are glued to the floor and she looks like she might burst into tears at any given moment. I don't ever want to see her like that. I've taken a deep breath to rein in my emotions. Yuki, I love you. Will you be my girlfriend? Or rather, please be my girlfriend.
とう。本当に
I want to pay you back for everything you've done for me, all the hard work you've put in. But this time as your boyfriend. So, Yuki Ayaka, will you please go out with me?
信じるよ。本気で信じちゃうから。嘘だったら怒るよ。
I'm serious. I love you.
ありがとう。私も好きだよ。
Yes! It doesn't look like I'm the only one who's overjoyed. She smiles with such genuine relief that the feeling is almost palpable. Glad to see her finally back to your usual self.
いつもの私
You were twitching like a nervous animal earlier. It wasn't like you at all.
それじゃ、普段の私は何なのよ。
I guess I'd say you're usually more of a carnivore.
顔って変なこと言ってると本当に噛みつくよ。
All I can think of when she says that is that meme of Skeletor just saying, "Joke's on you! I'm into that shit!" I'm sorry. Honestly, though, I was trying to make you happy, but it almost seemed like you were about to cry at first. But it's a relief to see you smiling now.
こっちこそありがとう。私を選んでくれて本当嬉しい。
Well, anyways, that's all I wanted to say for now. Wanna hit that dance?
私たちのことが知れればきっと大騒ぎね。
Yeah, that's for sure. The wedding scene was the whole reason I'd asked her if we could meet in private in the first place, rather than the reason she asked.
せっかくだけど私はもう少しこのままがいいかな。今くらい彼氏と二人っきりで過ごしたいし。
Agreed. I stay with you, just the two of us. As boyfriend and girlfriend, we reaffirm our feelings for each other once more. Although there's still a hint of embarrassment at calling ourselves boyfriend and girlfriend, I'm sure it'll come to feel like second nature before long. In the meantime, the two of us simply enjoy each other's company in silence, listening to the faint sounds of the party in the distance. In the spotlight, that's adorable. You do have to take that screenshot because that isn't in the gallery. Sadly. I'd better get changed. The Halloween party concluded with that incident, and for the first time in my life, I now have a girlfriend. Nervous and exhilarated at the prospect of seeing her again at school today, I hadn't been able to get a wink of sleep last night. Time ticked by, and before I knew it, the sunlight was seeping in through my windows. Ah, she's so damn cute! How could he possibly be that cute? I was already plenty caught off guard when she first confessed to me. But just think about the fact that we're actually dating now is enough to make me feel like swooning with embarrassment. At least I'm wide awake now. I hope to God I can look her in the face when I see her today. She's gonna be the one that can't look you in the face.
兄ちゃんおはよう。ってなんかだるそうだけど徹夜でもした？
You could say that. I had an awful time trying to sleep last night.
わかった。エロド。
Yasamasa. My man. I know you're going to get a real girl. You can't satisfy yourself on porn forever.
何その上から目線。
Whoops, I should watch what I say, otherwise he'll figure out. Never mind, you're heading down for breakfast, right? The thing is, Yasamasa! He's a good-looking lad. Too bad his fucking personality is rotten.
うん。兄ちゃんも一緒に行く？
Although my jazziness is all gone, my brain still needs a bit of declogging. I better eat something if I want to get the gears turning up there. Sweet, sure. What do I want to have today? Considering my options, I exit the dorm alongside Yasamasa and head towards the school cafeteria.
いたいたおい会長
All of a sudden, a male student comes running over, panting. Seeing as he came all the way to my dorm, it might be something important.
とりあえず見つかってよかった。演劇部の連中で会長を探してたんだよ。
What for?
悪いんだけど、今すぐついてきてくれないか
I haven't gotten any emails about their club budget. What else could they want me for? Does it have to be right now? It's kind of about to have breakfast.
さあ、今すぐじゃないとダメなんだ。なんなら、今日の朝飯と昼飯おごるから。
Free food is enticing offer, but I'm a bit apprehensive about following him with zero information about what this is for.
兄ちゃん言ってあげればおごってくれるって言ってるんだし僕は友達と合流するから気にしないでよ
You have friends? What? Really? Are you sure about this?
なんだよ兄ちゃん水臭いな行ってきなよ
I'm sorry, Yasamasa. You don't have to lie about having friends.
僕にだって友達はいるよ
Animals don't count.
人間だよ失礼じゃない
He did travel all this way to look for me, so I guess it's my responsibility as student council president to see what the problem is. Alright, I'm coming. Sorry, Yasamasa.
いいよでもその代わり夕飯は一緒に行こうね
After waving goodbye to Yasamasa, I hurry along the road to school. So, what's the drama club want with me? Or is this a personal matter?
演劇部の用事。会長のお祝い。ぜひとも演劇部でさせてくれないかなって思ってさ。
Want to celebrate? Celebrate what? My birthday's still away.
またまたしらばっくれちゃって。ネタはもう上がってんだって。学園最強カップル誕生を盛大にお祝いさせてくれや。
Couple. What? Wait, hold on! Who told you that information?
知りたければついてくるがいい
Hey, get back here! I was almost certain that nobody saw us last night. But for the moment, I simply have to give chase.
おい会長もうちょっとだぞ
会長遅いですよ
Give me a break. Feel the exercises. Never my strong suit. After running and running, it's how I made it all the way to the school entrance, only to find a large group of students waiting for me at the gate. Yuki? What's she doing here? She seemed to be chatting with the group of students gathered here. Don't tell me. Crap, I didn't think I'd run into her so soon. I wish I'd had some time. I wish I'd had some time to groom myself at the very least.
二宮くん、チャオ
Were you the one that told them about us, Yuki?
二宮くん、チャオ
Ciao is not a greeting. Ciao is to say goodbye. I know, but
チャオ
alright, I guess I have to read it first. Well, so be it. Ciao, my lovely, perfect, cute little Yuki.
そうじゃなくて、挨拶はしっかりしないとダメでしょ
I know, but it would have been too awkward to answer you normally. Sorry, I was just embarrassed. I'll do better tomorrow.
気持ちはわからなくもないけどね。
Take a deep breath to calm my nerves. So, did you actually plan all this, Yuki?
計画というか、演劇部の子にぜひって言われて、私はそれに乗っかっただけだから。
生徒会長と人気ナンバーワンの女子だもんこりゃもう学園全体でお祝いしなきゃと思ってさ
Well, I guess we are always the center of attention, whether we like it or not.
二宮くんも本当はわかってるんでしょ私たち、この学園じゃ有名人だし。
Fair enough. Then should I come carry you in my arms?
やりましょう
You're the one who wanted to do this thing in the first place!
それとこれとは別なの。
Is it really that big a deal? Well, I'm not point in forcing her if she doesn't want to. So, how exactly is the celebration going to work?
ギャラリーは自然とできたから、2人はレッドカーペットを歩いてくれるだけで OK だよ。
Like the kind of red carpet Hollywood stars walk down?
アカデミー賞のことね。ふふん。私にはぴったりじゃない。
いや、確かに2人ともここじゃスターだけど、そっちじゃなくて、結婚式の方な。
結婚式？
A wedding ceremony! Both options seem like they'd attract an equally large amount of attention. Was this really not Yuki's idea?
さあ、お二人とも、どーんと言っちゃってください。
Man, it's gonna get me feeling even more embarrassed now.
ほら、早く行くわよ。
Squish. She's pressing her moves against me again!
ごめん、忘れて。
Look at me!
いいから、ほら、早く歩くの。
The man's just a fucking giant! I mean, is he as much of a beast as good old Ryosuke? Like, I remember him, Ryosuke always being hilariously... You know what, I think, like, Yuki seems to be like the tallest one out of the group, if I had to say. I could just check, hold on. IxSHE Visual Novel Database. Characters, okay. No height. No height. No height. No height. No height. None of these have a height. And some of like Chiori only has a bust size, and Yui only has bust and waist size. Those are the only sizes that are like apparently known. There. Cheers resound and flower petals fall as we walk down the red carpet through the school gate and into the courtyard. Boy, tired about embarrassing, this is beginning to feel like an actual wedding. Isn't this, a little too pompous?
始めちゃったんだし、今更よ。
That looks weird.
だから、ほら、二宮くんも会長なんだから、みんなに笑顔、笑顔。みんなおはよう
She sure knows how to take things in stride.
会長カップル成就おめでとう
ゆうき先輩お幸せに
We wave to the onlookers as they lavish us with their blessings. Not sure if I should be happy or embarrassed at this point.
あら、それは隣に私がいるからってこと
No, definitely not. I know you're feeling embarrassed too, senpai, even if you're not letting it show.
そりゃそうでしょ。でも恥ずかしさより幸せって気持ちで胸がいっぱいなんだから。二宮くんはそうじゃないの
Stop with that face! Looks weird! I'm not quite used to all this attention yet, to be honest. That still makes me feel a little nervous.
ならこれからはいっぱい注目されるからもっと慣れなきゃね。
Oh, come on. That's too much to ask of me. Any way you slice it. But odd as it is, the idea of spending each day like this with her doesn't sound too bad at all.
ほら、今は私たちが主役なんだから笑顔笑顔。
俺もあんな綺麗な彼女欲しい
いいなぁ。これ、ウェディングドレスとタキシード着てたら、完全に結婚式じゃん。
Courtyard erupts with squeals of delight as Yuki waves her hand to the crowd. Although the girls cheer their support, most of the boys, on the other hand, simply groan with anger and envy.
I see テル。
Once the flower shower came to an end, the crowd began dispersing as students headed towards their classrooms. Yuki and I were already well known as Ms. Kensekan and the Student Council President, respectively. So truth be told, I doubt there'll be anyone in school who hasn't caught wind of our relationship by the end of the day. Feels like the whole island got out of bed this morning to come witness
なん
this.
か、三崎浜も含めて、全生徒に声かけてたみたいよ。
Really? But Yasamasa didn't mention anything. Actually, I think I might know why. He's been ostracized by his peers. Guess he deserves another point of sympathy for this. All jokes aside, though, I'm sure the news just passed by him somehow. Still, I wish they'd put their passion to better use instead of putting out a school-wide announcement.
私たちはどうする？一応、校舎の中までカーペットは続いてるみたいだけど。
Let's just go to our classrooms once we head inside. If this drags on for too long, I'm scared the teachers might come out and get on our case. If this ends up becoming a problem, our romantic freedom could very well be in
急
jeopardy.
に真剣な顔になって、どうしたの？
If you want the serious answer, do you want the serious answer or the non-serious one?
じゃあ、真面目な方。
I'm scared that if we cause another uproar, the school will consider bringing back the ban on romance.
真面目か。
I mean, it's great that everyone's so happy for us, and I'm happy we're a couple now, too. So I'd be heartbroken if we were forced to break up because of this.
そうね。
Because I'll just trust that the drama club gained the school's permission to hold this impromptu red carpet walk.
それで、ふざけた方は？
After choosing you and hearing you accept my confession, I've just really wanted to flirt in public.
それ、ふざけてってことは、本気でそう思ってくれてないってこと？
Ah! I do! I just couldn't bring myself to say it without pretending I was kidding. It's embarrassing for me too, okay? Let's just leave it at that.
そう。なら、楽しみにしてるわね。
Why does she have such a beautiful smile? God help me. My head's going blank and my heart's beating a mile a minute. She smiles shyly as we enter the building together, making our way to class in time for homeroom. I did not predict this. Of course they'd come hunting me down like a pack of reporters. After what happened this morning, I was certain that all hell would break loose once school ended. Consequently, my plan had been to get as much work done as I could during lunch break. However, difficulties soon arose. While it normally would only take 2 minutes to reach the student council room from my class, today it took 10.
では会長、席についてください。みんな待ってますよ。お邪魔してます。
Huh? What are you guys doing here? Here too. Both Shiori and Kujimizu are in attendance, in addition to Hakwa and Yamabuki. A special information session. What's this all about? Ask, reading the words written boldly across the whiteboard.
説明会については、花森さんから。と言っても、ある程度予想ついてるでしょ？
Given the cast of people before me, I quickly put 2 and 2 together. I'd given Yuki my response to her confession, but as for the other girls... could we postpone this conversation till after school, perhaps? I just came here to make sure there wasn't any work left unfinished.
それについては、私の方から説明して、明日にずらしてもらったから大丈夫よ。
I've been cornered! That said, I can't be too unreasonable. Neither can I afford to be hesitant. It's time for me to face the music.
いちいちここに足を運ぶ会長も大概よ。そのまま学食に向かえばよかったのに。失礼いたします。結城先輩にお越しいただきました。二宮くん、なんか用があるって聞いたけど、どうしたの？
I'm afraid you've been hoodwinked. Looks like everyone's heard the news.
そういうことね。
After realizing that, she comes to stand beside me.
さて、役者も揃ったので。それではこれより、会長と結城先輩の馴れ初めを聞いていきたいと思います。
That's what you want to know! I thought this gathering was supposed to be a show of good faith for us. But I'd better not say anything without consulting Yuki first. Could I at least buy something from the canteen first? I wasn't able to have breakfast this morning, so I'd prefer not have to skip lunch as well. You must be hungry too, right, Yuki? So let's...
ああ、それなら。
どうぞ、コーンクリームコロッケパンス。
彼に買ってきてもらったから心配しないで。
Like so she just snips and he shows up with the food. That was pretty cool just now, I'll admit. Yeah. But my plan is ruined!
私たちも二宮さんが出した答えは素直に受け止めます。ただ、負けたというと聞こえは悪くなりますけど、お二人が本当に幸せなのか、この目で確かめたいんです。聞かせていただけますか？
She's right. Because it means that the others shouldn't have had to go this far to get some closure. But since it has to come to this, I have a responsibility to answer them honestly. Alright, I'll tell you everything I can.
はい、ありがとうございます。皆さん、現地取れましたよ。
Huh?
さあ、ここからは私たちの時間ですわ。
The atmosphere in the room suddenly takes a radical departure from the seriousness and tension of mere moments ago. I've been bamboozled!
では、結城先輩。何が決め手で、二宮先輩は結城先輩を選んだとお思いですか？
あ
あ、それは。ほら、あれよあれ。私のテクニックで、二宮。
Phrasing! Hold on, I accidentally did that.
ほら、あれよあれ。私のテクニックで、二宮くんを骨抜きにしたの。
Scribble.
骨抜きっと。
You don't need to be writing this down.
ズバリ、一体どのようなテクニックでしょうか？参考までに聞かせていただきたいのですが。私も、参考程度には気になるわね。私も聞きたいです。ねえ、ちょっと。
What's going on here?
先輩、どんな風に骨抜きにしたんですか？だから待ってって。二宮先輩も、どのようなテクニックを使われたのか答えてください。
Now they're asking me! Damn it, so this is why Koshimizu made me promise to talk. He's used my own words to ensnare me. White Senpai, it's a trap!
パーフェクトに可愛らしい結城先輩のテクニック、ぜひ伝授していただきたいですわ。そうそこまで言われちゃ仕方ないわね。
I'm too late!
私のテクニックは、チュッてしてペロッみたいな。二宮先輩、こうおっしゃっていますが、いかがでしょう？
I look forward to seeing it in action.
任せといて。って、どさくさに紛れて何言ってるのよ。
Speak for yourself! A peck and a lick. In other words, a pecky licky. My grandstanding backfires spectacularly.
結城先輩、少々単純すぎでは？ですが言ったからには、実行しないと二宮さんがかわいそうですよね。シュッてしてペロって一体どこ？口では普通すぎてインパクトないだろうし。山吹さん、口に出てる。今のは結城先輩の言ったことを考えてただけだから。こら、みんなして先輩をからかうな。
By the way, Shiori, you're not planning to publish any of this in the Photography Club's newspaper, are you? If words get out that Miss Kenzakon is some kind of serial kiss licker, Yuki's reputation will be in shambles.
何よ、チュッペロリストって。私はそんなのじゃないから。ペロリスト、過激派。だからからかうなってば。というか、どうして二宮くんまでそっち側なの？
I wouldn't really say I'm taking their side per se. I promise I'd be honest with the other girls and I haven't done that yet.
ですが、実際はどういうところで結城先輩に決めたんですか？
Well, I just couldn't abandon her. Felt like I had to be the one to look after her. The more time we spent together, the more I realized I wanted her to be happy. Before I knew it, that feeling had turned into, well, I guess you'd call it love.
ああ。でもなんだか、こっちまで恥ずかしくなってくるわね。 もう、この話はいいでしょ。まだ昼休み終わってないし、今からでも学食に行きましょう。私たちも根掘り葉掘り聞き出すつもりないから。
You made it that though. The others begin to rise from their seats, heading towards the door. But hold on a minute! Still haven't given you girls a proper response to your confessions yet.
小清水さんが言った通り、二人が幸せだって分かったから、もういいよ。そうね。これですっきりしたし。言ったじゃないですか。二宮さんの気持ちは受け止めたと。ですので、私たちはもう行きますので、お二人はどうぞごゆっくりなさってください。お気遣いどうも。
After they leave, I'm finally able to sit down and breathe a sigh of relief. That was nerve-wracking, alright.
あれ？行かないの？
I want to rest for a bit. I've been surrounded by people all morning. Plus, it's been a while since we had some alone time together, so I'd like to savor it.
それもそうね。
She meekly comes over to sit beside me, though careful not to sit too close. Her shyness must be due to all that teasing earlier.
ねえ、さっきの、本当にやらないとダメ？
Pecking and licking? But I sure wouldn't say no to some of that.
変な言い方しないでよ。いいじゃない。私が本気になったら、今すぐにでもやってやれるんだから。
I just read this for his pants. Okay. I'm glad, but at the same time, it's a bit worrying how easy she is to manipulate. Alright, ready whenever you are.
そんなにしてほしいの？
I doubt there's a guy out there who wouldn't want a peck and a lick from his girlfriend. Although I'm not clear on exactly what exactly this entails, I'm assuming it's some sort of kiss. You're just gonna sit there, senpai?
別にどこにいようが私の勝手じゃない。それとも、私とくっついてイチャイチャしたいの？
Of course I do. Isn't that the natural thing for a couple to do when they're alone? It's all too obvious that she's trying her hardest to call my bluff. Finding that quite adorable, I get the urge to tease her.
もう、なんで君はそうやってド直球に言ってくるかな。
I like showing off as much as the next guy. But I think it's also important to speak honestly from time to time. And the same goes for you, senpai. If there's anything you want from me, don't hesitate to say it loud and clear.
そう？じゃあ今、一つだけいいかな。
I'm listening.
ならね、私のこと、下の名前で呼んでほしいな。二宮くん、モカちゃんのことは名前で呼んでるでしょ？
Yeah, I do. That's because she's my sister's friend. There's a different nuance to our relationship. Alright then, Ayaka-senpai. How's that?
もう一声、先輩ってなくしてみて。
I knew that I should say the senpai part on that single occasion. Ayaka? Oh, there's a lot more embarrassing than I thought. I can feel my face steadily growing hotter.
じゃあ、今度は、あやかって呼び捨てにしてみて。
That's a bit too much for me, senpai. I mean, you don't call me by my first name either.
また先輩って呼んだ。
Alright, how about this? If you use my first name, I'll do the same for you.
いいわよ。名前で呼ぶくらい簡単よ。はじめ。
Ah! Don't give me that seductive look! That's cheating!
卑怯ってひどくない？
You're embarrassing me!
だって言うのは簡単だけど、恥ずかしいじゃん。私はちゃんとはじめって呼んだんだから、次はそっちの番。
I love you so much, Ayaka! I wanna hug you and squeeze your gum with you right now!
待て、そういうの混ぜるのずるいって。ちゃっかり呼び捨てにしてるし、私の心臓持たないわよ。
I was just doing what you asked me to. I can't take this anymore. I'm scooting over!
私の心の準備が。
I throw my arms around her in a tight hug, and she lets out a strange yelp as she clings on to me. The heat I feel from her bright red ears is enough to tell me that her face is just as red. What was that meowp sound I just heard? Is there a cat in here?
知らない。バカ。
Well, since you don't want me to be too intimate, how about I just call you Ayaka from now?
好きにすれ
For
ば
now.
私も好きにさせてもらうし。
You know, you kind of remind me of a meek little kitten right now. I can tell your heart's pounding, despite how you usually act. You're actually a pretty pure girl, aren't you?
そういうことは言わなくていいの。
Sorry, am I too close for comfort?
なんていうか、この感じ、ぎゅー。
Whoops. Fuck. She's just so damn annoying. She's just so damn cute. I squeeze my girlfriend back with all my strength. I feel so joyful that my lips naturally curve into a goofy grin. Why don't we walk home together after school today, Ayaka?
ほら、デートのお誘い？
A date?
違うの？
Well, I just want to spend a bit more time together is all. Again, seeing as how we're a couple now, it should be obvious that a walk home together would become something like an after-school date. I'm getting real nervous now that you mentioned that. A date.
そんな風に誘われたら、断るわけにはいかないわね。ま、断る選択肢なんてないんだけど。もうよれ？
Crap, I haven't even eaten yet!
そこなの？二人きりの時間が終わっちゃうのが悲しいんじゃなくて？
I know, but I skipped lunch I skipped breakfast this morning too. Of course, I wish we didn't have to say bye and go back to class. But a man's gotta eat! Reluctantly letting go of my girlfriend, I reached towards the sandwich Takwa had prepared for me beforehand. However, I can't help but feel uncomfortable being the only one eating. I haven't had lunch either yet, right?
食べてないけど。
Let's split this then. I don't want you to go back to class on an empty stomach.
いいよ。朝食べてないならそっちが全部食べた方がいいでしょ。それに、女の子はお菓子袋を持ってるからなんとかなるのよ。だから変に気を使わないで、全部食べちゃって。
Well, she insists. Right, I gotta get going now, but I'll come pick you up from class once evening homeroom's over.
どんな風に迎えに来てくれるか楽しみにしてるわね。
He's really laying on the pressure now. I'll do my best. After walking out and locking the door behind us, we head back to our respective classes.
IxSHE テル。
After I went and picked up Ayaka from her classroom, we left school and began walking the path home. Although the topic was brought up earlier in the day during lunch, the moment it began to sink in that this was an after-school date, I suddenly had no idea what to talk about.
ねえ、どこか寄ってくの？
Oh, to be honest, since this is our first time going home together as a couple and all, I was just gonna go ahead and take you straight
そ
home.
うなの？
Well, after everything that happened this morning, I figured there might be a lot of teasing in store for us if we were to stroll around town together.
それはちょっと厄介ね。
Though the coast seems clear for now, all that cardio exercise this morning is still fresh in my mind. So let's save the real date for next time, okay?
そうね。わかったわ。でも、初めの口からデートって言われると照れくさくなるわね。
I'm still not used to being on a first name basis with Ayaka. Weren't you the one who brought up this whole date thing at lunch?
今になって急に恥ずかしさが出てきたというか、とにかく気になっちゃうな。
I guess she really wanted to experience going on the date. Well, say we were on a date right now. Is there anywhere you'd like to go in particular? We have the curfew to worry about, but we should have enough time to swing by and say The mall, at least.
行ってみたいところね。はじめと一緒に行ったことない場所に行きたいかな。あと、付き合う前に行ったところにも行ってみたい。付き合う前と付き合った後で見てた景色の感想が違ってくるかもしれないし、だから、私に主導権を握らせると大変よ。
Alright, right. I'll try my best to think of a plan for our date. Just promise me you won't set your expectations too high. I'm still a beginner when it comes to dates.
そこは私も一緒なんだから、お互い頑張りましょう。
Here's the thing. This will be a big step forward for the both of us. After a second of astonishment, she quickly responds back and wraps her hand around mine. All we're doing is simply holding hands, but my chest is growing strangely hot. Feels like we're going about the steps all out of whack, seeing as I already hugged you this afternoon. But it's still kind of exciting, isn't it?
そうね。うん。
Conversation comes to a natural pause. All I can think about is the feeling of her hand. If only this moment could last forever.
ちょっと、遠回りしていかない？
Sounds good. I was about to suggest the same thing, actually.
本当？なんかいいね、こういうの。
Yeah, really. Although her house is straight ahead, we dip into a few side roads along the way, lingering here and there until we finally reach her doorstep. Anyways, I'm gonna go ahead and leave it off here. Hope you guys enjoyed this one, and see you next time. Bye-bye.